Good morning, everyone. I've got this Nerf Trilogy here. I bought it the other day, was playing with it, and thought I'd make a video on it. Pretty neat little gun here. If you want a more extensive review, go check out Coop772's video. He does a little bit more in-depth things. He's also got more time. That's what he does, is review Nerf stuff. And I just do this kind of as a hobby, just for fun. Thought I'd make a fun little video on it. So some of the ways I do things might be similar to how he does things, because he's got a good channel. So go check him out. So what we're going to do today is I'll tell you a little bit about the blaster and how it functions, and then we've got several different shells that we'll go through, and I'll tell you kind of what's in each shell and the order that we're going to shoot them in, and then in a little bit we'll actually shoot them. And you can see how the different types of darts perform out of this specific Nerf gun, which should be general to, if you were to buy this style or buy the Nerf Trilogy, yours should perform this way. But there might be some minor differences, just because things can be machined just a little bit differently from one to the next. Excuse the dog sounding noises. My little puppy's kind of playing with stuff. Son, stop. Alright, so the way this one functions, when you rack it back, it opens this door on the top here, and then you drop one of the shells in, and you can just drop it in, and in general it will orientate itself right the way it needs to be. If you drop it in with kind of one of the flat sides down, it may rotate, it may not, but probably will. If it lands flat like this, I don't know if you can see, it's got the 3. If it lands flat like that in there, just take your finger and just kind of push it really easy so that it's orientated like this. Okay, it should be with one of the little circular tubes down. That's just how it needs to rest in there. And in general, I've discovered that if you just drop it in there like it did at that time, it won't cycle. You can't bring the pump action forward. Just kind of push it, just like that. Just rotate it in there, and it'll rest just like that. I don't know if you can see that or not. And then you'll bring it forward. When you bring it forward, it'll close. You can fire, and then when you bring it back, it does this really quickly. When you're doing this, be a little firm with it. You don't want to be over strong, really rough with it, because you can break it, because it is a toy, it is plastic. There's rarely any metal in these things with any Nerf gun. But you do want to be firm with it. When you bring it back, it'll get to a certain point, it'll hit a little catch, and it'll bring this door down, and then this the empty shell will fall out. Sorry to do this with the hands. It is second. This door will come down, and the shell will fall out, and then you can drop a new one in there. So if you see the door coming down, it's going to come back. It's got a little arm right here that will push the shell out, and then that door will come back up, and it's reset for the next one. Drop it in and fire again. It's got 5 storage back here, and it comes with the 5 shells and the Nerf bullets with it. The Nerf bullets it comes with are the regular Nerf Elite darts. They look like this. The blue ones, typical. So I've got some of those. The first ones we're going to shoot, we'll start in with these as kind of a control test. So we'll start off with the darts it comes with, these Nerf Elite darts. They say Nerf on the end, that's why you can tell. Then we'll shoot some off-brand Nerf Elite darts, which I think are a really good choice. If you've got several Nerf guns that shoot the Elite darts, I always like to get extras. I bought this one. I bought the extra pack for free shells, just because more shells holds it right there on the blaster on that tactical rail. You got more shots. But several years ago, I bought some off-brand Elite darts, and one of the ways you can tell them apart is they've got kind of a different tip right there. It's a little darker, a little stronger. And these darts, in general, out of most blasters, perform the same, or a little better in some. And there's one blaster that I have that it doesn't perform as well with these, but I still have a bunch of these old ones, and so I just put those in it or just shoot it I don't really play a whole lot of Nerf battles. I kind of just shoot them for fun, kind of collect them a little bit. So we'll shoot the regular darts that come with it for control. Then we'll shoot some off-brand ones and see how those perform. Then I've got some of these, I believe they're called Phantom Core Elite Darts. They're the same thing, they're just white. So shoot those. There might not be a whole lot of difference between some of these, but hey, we got them, so let's see if they perform any differently. Then we've got some Zombie Strike ones, one of the zombie guns I have. We'll do those. Then we've got some AccuStrike darts that we'll do next. And then we'll try some old Nerf Elite darts. I don't know what they're exactly called. One of you guys may know. If you do know, just leave it in the comment below. And again, with most of these videos that I do, one of my more popular videos is Helios Jam Clear. It's helped a lot of people, and I'm glad that's what these videos are for, to help you guys out. Things I've discovered, just fun little videos I've encountered, ideas I've had here and there. But make sure you check those comments down below. Sometimes people will comment things that may be a better way of fixing it than even I did. Or different aspects, things to consider that I didn't think about. So make sure you check those comments down below and see what people say. When I was thinking about making this video, I found these old, they're from my Maverick. This old CS series Nerf gun. I've got a couple of them. And I discovered that they'll fit in there. And you can shove them down in there, but pretty sure if you push them all the way down, I don't know if you guys can see that. If you push them all the way down like that, I'm pretty sure they're not going to fire. So I'm going to try and put them up like this to see if they actually will fire. They're kind of bigger, so they probably will catch on the edges of the mechanisms of the barrel. The barrel's pretty big though. So we'll see if there's enough room in there for it to actually work. Pretty sure it will fit in there. And then we'll end again with the regular Nerf Elite darts. Just to kind of get back to what we started. Alright, so here's the first one. Again, is going to be that original Nerf Elite dart that comes with the gun. One thing I just noticed in switching around here, when you put these shells down in there, you can just throw them in there and they kind of will stay there like that. But if you push them down a little bit, more so like these over here, if you just kind of set them in there, they may stay there. But if you tilt it a little bit, it could come out. So make sure you just kind of push it down a little bit so that it hits that mold in there and just helps hold it a little bit more firmly. It doesn't. Well, son, move. Move. I'm gonna shoot you. Son, move. Hey, get out the way, dog. Go. Sorry about that. He's a cute little puppy. Stay in there. Cute little puppy. Love him to death. Alright, so regular Nerf Elite darts. Really hope it's in frame here. Okay. Pretty average performance. Then we go into the off-brand Nerf Elite darts that were a lot cheaper and about like a pack of 600 years ago. Okay, that one seems pretty much the same. There wasn't any change. Surprise, surprise. So now we've got the Phantom Core darts. These were the white ones. Those were a little slower, but still performed just fine. Now we've got the Zombie Strike darts. These are the green ones. Those Zombie Strike ones, they were about the same as the first two, the original Nerf Elite darts, and then the off-brand. I don't know if they're considered a waffle head. I don't think they are. Now I've got the AccuStrike darts. I'm gonna guess they're probably gonna stay the same. So leave a comment below what you think. If these are gonna perform the same as the regular Elite darts, or if you think they might be a little faster or a little slower. Give you a second just to make that comment down below. Alright, do it. They were pretty much the same. Might have been a light bit faster than the Zombie Strike ones, or the Phantom Core ones, but pretty much in general, without using a chronograph, they're pretty much the same. These were the... I don't know which one these were. I wasn't paying attention. These are the old Elite darts. The white ones that should be thrown in the trash, really. We got one. They didn't all fire. Let's try this again, see if we can get more to fire. Nope. So only 2 of them actually fired. And it was the... only 1 fired. Hit math hard. Okay. Only the one that was at the bottom fired. I'm going to rotate it and see if that one... I can make it fire now. Huh. So again, when I put the one that was on the bottom, sitting like this in the gun thing, the one that was on the bottom is the only one that fired with these. So you can make all 3 fire. It's incredibly slow, and it only fires 1. So again, these crappy old Nerf Elite darts should be thrown away. They won't function in this gun, or as well in any gun. So these were the old Maverick darts. And these are actually suction cup heads. I have a couple that are just the regular round tips, like the older style of these Elite darts. We got one. I bet it was. It was the bottom one. So, it pushed them in there. When I put it in the gun, it pushed them back into the shell a little bit. I'll rotate it and see if I can make the other one fire. Single shot shotgun! Again, it's the bottom one. If it's only going to fire 1, it seems to only fire the bottom one. So I guess you can technically make it a single fire shotgun. If you got crappy darts, but it's going to take a lot more work to do it instead of just throwing it in the shell. Okay, back to the original Nerf Elite darts. Program reform, average. Alright, so that's how they perform. Overall opinion. If you're using any kind of regular Nerf Elite darts, the blue ones, if you got white ones, Zombie Strike ones, I think it was the white ones I said, that were a little bit slower, so buy the off-brand ones. Find some cheap. You can find them in large quantities for a lot cheaper, so I would buy those and start adding those into your rotation of darts as they break. They're cheaper, they'll perform the same as the Nerf Trilogy and most Nerf guns. So I recommend those darts. If you have any questions, any videos you'd like to see, please leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. Try to respond to every comment that I can. If there's something that you want me to try to figure out, a video you'd like to see on something you encounter with Nerf guns, real guns that do an occasional actual gun video. I'm going to be getting a new gun. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I'm going to have a guy build for me here in a couple months. Eventually make a video probably on that one, maybe. We'll see. Depends on what you guys want to see. And coming up real soon, I've got plans to make another gun video on some different stuff that I've got saved up to shoot. A little hint, there might be a microwave involved, possibly, and some other random things. If you, when I post that video, just watch it and you'll see what I get to see and know what happens when you shoot that thing and how it goes. So, thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a great day.